Congressional Record, please welcome the Honorable Senator Mark Warner of Virginia and ex officio board member of the Kennedy Center.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for having me. Let me first of all thank Jeff and Kevin for what sounds like it was a great idea. We'll see as the evening goes on, but I think it is. I want to acknowledge, also I'm proud to be one of the bipartisan members on the board for the Kennedy Center. It is a great institution, disproportionately in certain ways. Maybe as the Virginia guy, we get more access, but the Kennedy Center is really a national arts organization. And I know she's somewhere back in the left. I want to acknowledge Deborah Rutter, who is doing a great, great job as the Kennedy Center director. I also want to just say, I know everybody has emphasized this, but arts and arts education is what brings us together. There is no red versus blue or Democrat versus Republican notion around the arts and our culture. And one of the things that I think, again, Deborah and the Kennedy Center is doing as we think about taking this show on the road nationwide is recognizing that our arts and culture, there is such a mosaic that makes up that. That is, I believe, our secret sauce in this country. We are the only nation in the world where you can come first generation and be an American and make enormous contributions, whether it's in business or in government. But particularly, we think about the number of great artists across all genres who are first generation Americans. They make that culture of who we are as a people extraordinary. So I'm excited about this idea. I am a little disappointed, Jeff and Kevin, that I was not asked to highlight or any of the particular presentations because, and as I presented my background on why I too should be included, I think it's mostly going to be House members tonight, but I am a senior senator. I would have thought I would have made the cut. But they did two things with me. They heard one to the band about my musical skills. In 7th grade, I lived in central Illinois, right outside of Peoria at that point. I played the tenor saxophone. And I was the guy that was tall and geeky and so bad that I couldn't play and march at the same time. And my band leader, Gus Gustafson, made me at 7 o'clock each morning as the high school or the middle school band practice to see if we could march in the homecoming parade. March in front of the whole band, trying to do when the Saints come marching in and marching in, play Saints come marching in and march in time. I failed miserably. Then I thought later, well, I got another skill, and this is something I thought would have made the cut. I have a certain culinary je ne sais quoi. Because early on in COVID, many of my colleagues, regardless of partisan affiliation, were, how do we kind of break through? They were doing, songs. My friend Tim Kaine, who's my dear friend, did this heartfelt song, released it. A number of congresspeople and senators were baking their grandma's, cookie recipe. I thought, I can do that. And I created maybe the largest breakthrough moment of that early stage in COVID when I put together a tuna melt video that if you're willing to waste 2 minutes of your time, look up Mark Warner tuna melt video, and then the fact that a week later Kamala Harris said, I got to teach this boy how to make a real tuna melt. So I didn't qualify on talent, but I am proud to be here, proud to salute all my colleagues who are going to exhibit their talent. There is so much more that brings us together than separates us, and arts and culture and making sure that education is passed on to the next generation is part of the role and goal of the Kennedy Center and part of what we're all celebrating tonight. So bring on the show.